Welcome everyone. In the previous video we were discussing about modifications in root. Here we have seen two modifications where roots were performing, apart from additional functions, they were performing the function of storing food material and they were also helping in respiration. We have seen storage roots as well as breathing roots. Storage roots, the roots which will be storing the food material. The roots which will be storing the food material, those are called as the storage roots, and the ones which will be helping in respiration, those are called as breathing roots. On breathing roots, that is the breathing roots will be having pneumatophores. On pneumatophores, small pores will be there, lenticels. These lenticels will be helping in the gaseous exchange. And this breathing roots or respiratory roots will be found in the regions where it is the conditions are marshy and swampy. Now we'll move on to another that is root modification. So here the roots will modify. In the previous classes we have seen roots were modified to store food material. Roots were modified for helping in respiration. Now we will see the roots will modify themselves in order to fix nitrogen. In order to fix nitrogen. Here there are plants which cannot take directly nitrogen from the atmosphere. In atmosphere, that is the abundant gas which is present is nitrogen. So it is present in the atmosphere abundantly, but the plants cannot take that elemental form of nitrogen. Few plants cannot directly take that elemental form of nitrogen. So that elemental form of nitrogen need to be converted into other forms of nitrogen so that plants can utilize that nitrogen. Utilize that nitrogen. As plants are unable to utilize the nitrogen in its elemental form, so the plants can use that nitrogen in other forms. So that elemental nitrogen needs to be converted into other forms such as nitrites, nitrates, ammonia. These are the other forms of nitrogen. So to convert this elementary nitrogen to other forms of nitrogen, there are certain bacteria which will convert this elementary nitrogen to other forms of nitrogen. So example of such bacteria is Rhizobium bacteria. The name is Rhizobium leguminosarum. This is one type of bacteria which will be converting this elementary nitrogen into other forms of nitrogen. So this bacteria is found in the nodules. The plants of leguminous plants, they have nodules on their roots. The leguminous plants, they bear nodules, that is the root of this. For example, these are the roots. The roots of these leguminous plants, they bear small nodule-like structures. Small nodule-like structures will be present on the roots. Nodule-like structures. The roots of this leguminous plants, they bear nodule-like structures. These swellings will be there in the form of nodules. So here in these nodules, which is present on the roots of leguminous plants, inside these nodules, this Rhizobium bacteria will take shelter. Inside the swelling, that is nodules, these swellings on the roots, swellings will be seen. Those swellings are nothing but these are the nodules. And inside these nodules, the bacteria, that is Rhizobium bacteria, will take shelter. Rhizobium bacteria will be inhabiting inside it. It will take shelter. Now here these bacteria will take shelter inside these nodules, and now what is happening? The plant is providing shelter. The plant is providing shelter to bacteria. The plant is providing shelter to bacteria. That is, inside the roots, inside the swellings of the roots, or inside the nodules of the root, bacteria is taking shelter. Okay. Now, what is bacteria doing? This bacteria is converting this elementary nitrogen into other forms of nitrogen. These leguminous plants, example of this leguminous plant is groundnut. They are unable to convert the elementary nitrogen into another forms. They cannot directly take this elementary nitrogen, so they need to convert it into other forms. So what they are doing is, in order to get that other form of nitrogen, these plants are giving shelter to bacteria. Nodules are there, inside the nodules the bacteria is inhabiting. Okay, so in turn this bacteria, so this plant is helping the bacteria. How it is helping? It is providing shelter to the bacteria. So in turns, that is to give the shelter, plant also wants something in return. What does the plant want? It wants this nitrogen, elementary nitrogen, to be converted. That is, it wants that these plants require the other forms of nitrogen. They doesn't want that, they cannot take this, they want these forms, but they cannot do it by themselves. So what they need is these. They will provide shelter to the bacteria. In turn, these bacteria will change this elementary nitrogen into other forms of nitrogen and supply it to the plant. So now plant is giving shelter to bacteria. Bacteria is giving nitrogen to the plant. Both of them are getting mutually benefited. Plant is getting benefit. How it is getting benefited? It is getting the nitrogen in the suitable form. It is getting nitrogen in the suitable form for it to use. Then what is bacteria getting? Bacteria is getting shelter. So both of them are mutually benefiting from each other. Both of them, that is bacteria as well as the plant, both of them are benefiting from each other. So this type of association in which both the organisms are benefited, such type of association is called as symbiosis. Such type of association is called as symbiosis. So these are the roots which is helping in the fixation of nitrogen. So how roots are helping? By providing shelter. The plant require nitrogen in the suitable form. So these roots are providing the nitrogen to the plant by giving shelter to bacteria. How it is adapting? How roots are adapting? Roots are bearing the swellings or nodules so that bacteria can live inside these swellings or nodules. So when bacteria can live inside it, then bacteria will be converting the atmospheric nitrogen into other form of nitrogen so that plant can utilize it. So this is how these roots are helping in nitrogen fixation. This is very important for the plants. If the plants does not get nitrogen, they will not be producing any food, they will not be able to survive. So in order to survive, in order to fix the nitrogen so that plant can survive, so the roots are bearing nodules, and inside that nodules they are allowing the bacteria to take shelter. So in turn, this bacteria is, roots are not changing the nitrogen into other forms, just roots are giving shelter to bacteria, and bacteria is converting the nitrogen into other forms of nitrogen. So in this way, the roots, by giving shelter to bacteria, is helping in the nitrogen fixation. So the root bearing these nodules, those are called as what? Nodular roots. This is one adaptation which is seen in tap roots. which will be helping in the nitrogen fixation. These roots help in nitrogen fixation. So the roots which helps in the fixing of nitrogen are called as nodular roots. Now coming to the next is, here plants also give additional support, mechanical support, apart from fixing the plant to the soil. This is also, that is, few plants will perform additional function of giving mechanical support to the plants. Mechanical support to the plants. The roots, the primary roots or the tap roots of these plants or the roots of these plants is unable to support themselves. The roots will be doing the function of supporting, but that much support is not enough. Plants require some additional support. Plants require some additional support. So that additional support is given to the plants. So now first type, here we have prop roots. All of you might have seen this banyan tree. Banyan tree. Here, if this is the tree, it will be having branches. The tree will have branches. Horizontal branches will be there. Now from the branches will arise structures. From the branches will arise brown hanging structures will be seen on the branches of the on the aerial branches. The branches will be aerial, that is above the ground. So on the branches, now from the branches, not on, from the branches, something, that is, we see some roots which will be hanging from the branches. These roots are adventitious roots. They are not arising from the radicle. They are arising, these roots are arising from the branches. The roots are arising from the branches and it is growing towards the ground. Roots arising from the branches and it is growing in downward direction. So slowly, at first it will be small structures, thin thread like structures, then it will grow. So it will be lengthwise also it will be growing, widthwise also it will be growing. So they will be growing towards the ground and they will go inside the ground and they fix themselves. These roots fix themselves. This is the main root. This is the main root. Okay, apart from this main root, some roots are arising from the branches of this tree. From the branches of the tree and growing towards the soil. So these ones are called as the prop roots. These are called as the prop roots. These prop roots provide mechanical support to the plant. Banyan tree, it is a very big tree, very huge tree. So it is spread to a larger area. It spreads to a larger area. So the basic root is unable to give that much of support to the plant. So as it grows, it covers a large area. So it requires additional roots. So these additional roots are growing from the aerial branches. Adventitious roots are growing from the aerial branches, growing downwards. So it goes inside the soil and fix themselves. So these are called as prop roots, or we can even call it as hanging roots. Prop roots or hanging roots. Prop roots or hanging roots. These give support to the plant. So it goes downwards and gives support to the plant. So now the root system is spread on a very large area and the tree is also spread on a very large area. It is a very big tree with so many branches. So in order to give the additional support, we have prop roots or hanging roots. The roots are hanging. Okay, at first it will be hanging. Now slowly it will be growing and moving towards the ground and goes and fixes themselves inside the soil. So such type of roots are called as prop roots or hanging roots. Another example of the roots which gives mechanical support or additional support, here we have stilt roots. Stilt roots. Ficus bengalensis, this is the scientific name of banyan tree? Scientific name of banyan tree is Ficus bengalensis. Now coming to the stilt root, these are also adventitious roots, aerial, that is these roots are also found above the ground. So adventitious aerial roots, these are obliquely growing. For example, we see this in sugarcane. Sugarcane, this is the sugar that is ground. Sugarcane, we know that sugarcane has segmented, that is stem will be there. These are the roots. These are the roots which it already has. So in order to support this plant, now from the base of the stem grows some roots which are oblique. We said obliquely growing, develops from the lower node of the stem. This is the lower node of the stem, and from this lower node of the stem, obliquely growing roots will be arising. So these roots will again merge with this and give support to them. So these are the normal roots which they already have, and these are the stilt roots. This stilt roots arises from the lower node of the stem, and the roots grow obliquely, and afterwards it merges inside, it grows inside the soil. So this gives additional support. So this type of root is called as stilt roots. These type of roots are called as stilt roots. So this we see in sugarcane. We can even see it in maize. Monocots, basically monocots. So both of them, that is the prop roots or hanging roots and stilt roots, both of them are giving additional support to the plant. Now in order, that is apart from providing storage of food, that is the function of storing food, function of respiration, function of, that is giving fixing nitrogen, additional support. So these roots will also help in reproduction. These roots will also help in reproduction. So the roots which helps in reproduction are called as reproductive roots. Apart from performing the function of storage of food, mechanical support, then respiration or fixing nitrogen, roots will also perform the function of reproduction, additional function of reproduction. So the roots which helps in reproduction, those are called as reproductive roots. Those are called as reproductive roots. So these are also adventitious roots which develops from the buds. For example, we have seen in sweet potato, tuberous. In sweet potato, now here on the sweet potato, the stem will be, here on the stem, a bud will be arising. A bud will be arising. So later this bud will grow into a individual plant. It will grow into a individual plant. So this type of roots, because these are nothing but the roots which will be, that is sweet potato, this is the root. On the root buds will be seen. Example, another example we see in dahlia also. We have seen this dahlia, fasciculated roots. So here from the base of the stem, that is nodules, clusters, roots are formed, clusters. So on this now bud like structures will be seen. Later these buds will grow into a individual new plant. Now here reproduction is taking place, that is formation of new organism is taking place from the buds which are present on the roots. So this type of roots are called as reproductive roots. And here we have another type of root, that is photosynthetic or assimilatory roots. Photosynthetic or assimilatory roots. This will take up in the next class.